Thanks for joining us. I'm Paula Ebben with a WBZ News update. Our top stories this Monday: the Supreme Judicial Court has ruled against a GOP challenge to the state's new voting law. The Massachusetts Republican Party had filed a lawsuit claiming the expansion of early voting and permanent mail-in voting was unconstitutional. The High Court rejected that argument. Ballot applications are supposed to go out by the end of the month. Detours and road closures are in place in and around Boston's Government Center as demolition work resumes on the parking garage there. The city says the demolition operation requires the full closure of Congress Street from New Chardon Street to Sudbury Street. Work was originally paused on the demolition because of a collapse that killed a man back in March. And today we're working to learn more about a pair of indecent assaults in South Boston. Boston police say these incidents happened in the area of East Broadway and Dorchester Street. However, we don't know what day they happened. Police are warning residents, be on the lookout and stay aware of your surroundings. Let's get a check of our next weather forecast with meteorologist Zack.
What a scene July has given us so far. Spoiled seemingly since the beginning of the month, and obviously today is no exception. Wall-to-wall blue sky, thin high altitude clouds kind of give us an understanding of just how dry the air is. So for the moment, the humidity isn't all that impressive, but we will see the dew points rise up and it gets a little more sticky and muggy as we head into the end of the day, when the breeze is actually going to turn up 20 to nearly 30 miles per hour, especially out towards Buzzards Bay and for the Cape and the Islands. I think that's a welcome wind as we're going to close in on 90 degrees this afternoon on the northern side of the state, who are outside of the influence of that southerly flow. Tomorrow we go up. 90s expected on Tuesday, 90s replicated on Wednesday. Isolated showers kind of squeezed in between, but there's not much rain in store. In fact, the gauges are probably talking just a few tenths of an inch. We'll let you know just how high those values get into the central and western side of the state in a moment. But today we're probably landing between 85 to 88 degrees as we go from the North Shore. In fact, the North Shore beaches are going to be much warmer than the past few, and off to 128 over into Metro West up through 495, and there you have the 89 in Nashua. So we don't want to rule out some areas checking off 90. I just think that's going to be the exception rather than the rule. And there's our cap. We've already seemingly hit this 75 to about 78 degrees as we go from MV, Nantucket, and up into Cape Cod. 90s returning for tomorrow in the humidity on top of it. So it's certainly AC worthy for a 48-hour stretch. May actually bring that into this afternoon too. So turn the units on. We can go without the rain gear for most of the daytime hours. Showers and storms want to roll through generally in the afternoon. So you'll notice some clouds just kind of filter their way in here and there by lunchtime on Tuesday. It doesn't take much when you get the heat of the day and a little bit of moisture to fire off a stray shower. But again, it's just going to be isolated at best. By the time we get closer to about 4 to 5 o'clock, we'll look over my shoulder. You see kind of this defined line that's coming out of the northwest. That is going to be the wave that wants to impact the eastern side of the state towards sunset and thereafter. This model is going to be indicating that a lot of that actually gets wrapped up. I don't think that's exactly the case. We'll probably still have a few downpours included once we go between about 8 and 10 p.m. We'll generally look out into northern Worcester County to get a better shot of that. By the time we go east of 495, it shouldn't be as much of a threat, and most people will be off the roads at that point. But if you are thinking about traveling late tomorrow night for any vacation destination, may want to take this into account. And guess what? All that's out of our way as we move overnight and into Wednesday morning. So we're back under the blue sky. We'll pull in the 90s once again on Wednesday afternoon, and then we'll start to tally back down as we go into the 80s for Thursday and Friday. But between Tuesday and Wednesday, we're only looking at a few tenths of an inch. We're looking out from the Quabbin out to western Massachusetts to maybe get closer to that half an inch mark, but you see zeros on the gauges on the eastern side of the state, and there's not much in store after that. So the sprinklers need to be on overdrive for the next few days. We are going to cool back down Thursday and Friday.
I'm Paula Ebben. This has been a WBZ News Update. Have a good day.